still going. We're still going. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is all back to back to back to back to back. We are not stopping because you know what? I'm not going to have the energy to do this again tomorrow or the next day. So we're doing it all at once. All at once. All right, guys, welcome to Act 2 of William Shakespeare's Othello. Grab yourselves a cuppa and a copy, and let's get into it. So our good friends have arrived in Cyprus. Yay! There is drama in Cyprus. By the way, they're going to Cyprus. I don't think I mentioned this in the last video. They're going to Cyprus to fight the Turks. I don't think I mentioned that. They are arriving in Cyprus, but the weather is bad, and that's unfortunate. The Turks are on ships. They're on ships. Not to worry. The weather is so bad that it takes the Turks out, but Othello and Desdemona and Emilia, Iago's husband, and Iago are all just fine. They make it to the island of Cyprus eventually. At first, Othello's not there. Desdemona, Iago, and Emilia arrive first. Iago is an SOB if I've ever seen one. He has nothing nice to say about women or anyone, really. Iago's just a nightmare for no reason, right? So they arrive and he's just talking complete smack to the ladies, going so far as to say, you rise to play and go to bed to work. That women just drink all day and hang out with their friends and don't do anything, and then at night they have to do their duties to their husbands. I mean, that is the caliber of person we're working with here. And poor Emilia's dumb behind is married to the fool. Ugh. You know how sometimes like you see relationships that are just like so corrupted and so broken and so ugly? You're like, how did this even happen? Like, was this person ever nice? Did you find this behavior endearing? That's kind of how I feel about Emilia and Iago, because he is like a super jerk. And so then the question is, like, did you just assume it was always sarcasm? Or did he woo you? Did he pretend to be somebody else? Maybe it was an arranged marriage. I don't know. But Emilia, poor girl. In Act 2, we meet our new friend, Cassio. He has been in charge of the island of Cyprus while Othello has been away. And by the way, Othello comes. I gotta be on track here. Iago's being rude to the girls. Othello finally arrives, which is just lovely. He was saved by a really powerful ship. His ship was so strong that it could overcome the bad storm that the Turkish ship could not overcome. He arrives. When friends arrive, they shoot one cannon, which I think is a little weird. They shoot one cannon towards the citadel. I find that strange. Does anybody else? I want to know in the comments below what you think. Would that be the sign? Like, wouldn't you put white sails up or something to say, hey, I am friend? But they said twice, which means it must have been important. You shoot once at the citadel, and that signifies that you are a friend approaching the harbor. I feel like that wouldn't make you a sign of my friend, that you're shooting at my citadel. I wouldn't like that at all. So in the comments, let me know what you think this sign should be. What you think a sign should be if you are on an island and you've got friends coming and you don't know who the boat is. I mean, the Vikings used like different design sails, right? I don't know. I think it's weird. Othello arrives. Everybody is very pleased to see him, and they decide to have a party in honor of Othello and Desdemona's marriage. So nice. Well, our new friend Cassio does not have a head for drinking, which is adorable. Absolutely adorable. And I find it adorable because I also don't have a head for drinking. I don't drink either. And Iago's a jerk. Here's the problem with Cassio, is that he gives into peer pressure. I don't drink because I don't drink. And I'm not one to drink just because other people are telling me to drink. Cassio, unfortunately, does not have the same, what do we want to say? Moral fortitude? Psychological fortitude. We won't call it moral fortitude. You can drink. There's nothing wrong with it. Cassio does not have the same social fortitude to refuse a friend. That's what we'll say. And so he drinks. He has one drink before Iago gets in his head, and then he has another drink after Iago gets in his head. And then Iago is being a primo jerk and is saying to everybody around, look at Cassio, he's a drunk, he sucks, and Cassio's always a drinker. Surely this looks bad on Othello. He should be fired. So rude. If you said yesterday, after reading Act 1, that Iago would use Cassio to cause a problem by getting him drunk and starting a fight in a bar brawl of all things, for these fine, upstanding men of war and standard in the community, then you'd be right. Because nothing takes down a man quite like a good bar brawl. So, Iago says to Montano, is that his name? Not Monsanto, that's the terrible seed company. Montano, Cassio's always drunk, and he says you should tell Othello. At the same time, Iago is telling Rodrigo to start a fight with Cassio. And so Cassio is drunk, causing troubles, fighting, and then it wakes up Othello, and he wakes up from his time with his wife, his beautiful new bride. And so he comes, and he's like, what's the problem? And he fires Cassio. Our friend Cassio gets fired by our friend Othello because he had one bad night. That sucks. That totally sucks. So, of course, Cassio is super disappointed, and he is talking to Iago. Nobody should talk to Iago. No one should talk to Iago. I have a little life tip. If you have a friend that is called Honest Blank, Honest Michelle, Honest Herbert, Honest Iago, probably not trustworthy. Because, I don't know, Iago certainly isn't. Everybody thinks he's honest, and that's obviously wrong. Anyway, Cassio is talking to Iago, and Iago has the brilliant, stupid idea. Why don't you plead your case to Desdemona? Because Othello is clearly in love, and a man in love is vulnerable to the lady he loves, because that's what love is, really. So Iago suggests that Cassio plead his case to get his job back with Desdemona. So that Desdemona, while in bed with Othello, can be like, hey, babe, Cassio's our boy. Let's maybe be a little nicer to him. Let's give him some grace and some forgiveness, because that would be nice. That would be nice. We'll see how that goes. Let's see what else I want to say. What else do I want to say? I've got notes, because one needs notes. Oh, this was a fun word. Clyster. Clyster? Maybe clyster?
Clyster.
Clyster pipes is a pipe used for enemas. I didn't know they had enemas in the Middle Ages. I don't think I would want a Middle Ages enema. What do you think that was made out of? Because it's not like they had plastic. I think our enemas are made of plastic. I don't know. I've actually never had an enema. By the grace of God, I will never have an enema. Let's just hope. Favorite quote of the day. Favorite quote of the day. Let's see. Oh. Iago says, I am nothing if not critical. Definitely put that on a t-shirt. You guys, check the description box below. The second link is going to have t-shirts and pillows and mugs and things that have fun Shakespeare sayings. Go ahead and check that out. And we're going to be donating some of the proceeds from this to Shakespeare organizations like the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. So do go check it out. If you've got a little disposable income, we would really appreciate the support. I say we. Have you seen my brother yet? You definitely will when we do the literary analysis for Othello, so be sure you're subscribed and ding the bell so you can check that out after we're done reading the book. So yeah, that was my favorite quote. I think that is all I want to say. In the description box, tell me what you would use as, in the description box, in the comments, tell me what you would do to recognize a friend coming. Other than shooting a cannon at the Citadel. I think that's terrible. Whatever. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow with Act 3. Please enjoy William Shakespeare's Othello. Bye!